Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you in advance for subscribing. So tonight I will talk about the lemon law, and I will share a few key points as it pertains to the lemon law in brand new vehicles and in certain cases used vehicles. So the lemon law is set at the federal level, and from there the states have their own guidelines and policies and even timelines as it pertains to implementing the lemon law. So what is the lemon law? Lemon law basically is a law in place to protect consumers, when it comes to having a vehicle. In a lot of cases, it's going to be brand new vehicles, but sometimes it also applies to used vehicles. But the vehicles must have had a warranty with them. So let's say your vehicle, you bought a brand new vehicle, and you have taken this vehicle to the dealership. Okay, and there is some sort of issue. Let's say it's the brakes, as an example, and the dealership cannot solve the problem. They can't figure out what it is. They've tried to troubleshoot everything, diagnose it. They just can't get it right. So the vehicle has set for a couple of times. You take it in a few more times, still nothing. So in this case, this will be an example of the lemon law coming into play for your situation. Okay, so when it comes to the lemon law, it only applies to cases where the issue at hand is a safety matter. It becomes a hazard. It's not safe to operate the vehicle on the road. Okay, with that being said, the lemon law does not apply to minor issues of the vehicle that does not pose any type of safety threats or any type of cosmetic issues. So paint jobs, things like that. No, certain other things. It does not apply to cosmetic or minor matters. Keep that in mind. It has to be safety related. The question is, can you operate this vehicle on the road? That's going to be the key thing you want to keep in mind. It has to be safety related. So again, if that dealership cannot fix that vehicle, you've taken the vehicle in a couple times, they have kept the vehicle and nothing seems to happen, the chances are, you have a lemon. Okay. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind in this situation is time. Okay. Because again, it varies by state. Okay. Some states may implement a year. Within the time frame. Let's say you took your vehicle to the dealership, 3 or 4 times during that year for the same problem, and they can't fix it. Okay, so that's an example. You will have to work within that time frame. Some other states may have 18 months, and then I can go on and on. So be mindful of the time frame. If the dealership cannot help you, okay, at this point in time, your next point of action is going to be for you to reach out to the manufacturer of the vehicle that you have. If you have a Ford, you got to reach out to the Ford, manufacturer, and so on. Whatever that make is, reach out to them and explain the situation to them. Make sure you have your records. Yes, the dealership will have theirs, but you want to also have your records at hand as well. Okay. The dealership, let me just share this, the dealership will not just automatically go and, allow you to swap out a vehicle or give you a new vehicle. They will not do that. So you will need to reach out to the manufacturer in question pertaining to, your situation. Okay. And then go from there. Also, while you're reaching out to the manufacturer, you may want to reach out to your attorney general in your state or your dealer board, and so on, advising them also of your situation, and they can guide you from there. So what will happen is the manufacturer, they will either, give you another vehicle that is comparable to the one that you have, a replacement, or they will buy back the vehicle that you have and you will get a check accordingly. Okay, so normally those are the two options that's available to you when it comes to the lemon law. But time is a very critical factor. Make sure you really think about your state, reach out to that attorney general and so on. Do not drag your feet when it comes to the lemon law process. You want to really, look at time, because that's going to be, a key factor here. You don't want, the manufacturer or the dealer to use that against you in the event, things really became lengthy. You may have to go to court or whatever the case may be. So you want to be mindful. I would say, again, look at how many times you've taken that vehicle to the dealership in your state for that particular repair. Look at that time frame, look at that window. Don't keep extending it. If your state says 3 times, 3 tries, then that's it. Don't keep playing around with it. Take the necessary action as soon as possible so that you at the end can get that resource that you need. Okay, so I hope these key points pertaining to the lemon law has helped you out. If you are in a current lemon law situation and you want to share your experience, or you need more insight pertaining to your state in question, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Please click, share, and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.